गणानां त्वा गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमम् ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम् ॐ श्री महागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदान्त विद्यास्थानेभ्यः च सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। व्यासं वसिष्ठनप्तारं शक्तेः पौत्रमकल्मषं पराशरात्मजं वन्दे शुकतातं तपोनिधिं। व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। अचतुर्वदनो ब्रह्मा द्विबाहुरपरो हरिः अभाललोचनशम्भुः भगवान् बादरायणः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। We'll read from 99th Sutra. It's not working. What's this? Change it before evening. Samskar Paramarsa Tadabhavabhilapacha Tadabhavanirdarine cha pravrittaha Shravanadhyanartha Pratishedat smritescha Kampanat Jyotirdarshanat Akasharthantarattvadi Akashaha Arthantarattvadi Vyapadeshat Akashaha Arthantarattvadi Vyapadeshat. Page 365. Please repeat. Akasho vai nama Namarupayoho Nirvahit निर्वहिता ते यदन्तरा तद्ब्रह्म तदमृतं स आत्मा इति श्रूयते। तत्किम् आकाशशब्दं परं ब्रह्म किं वा प्रसिद्धमेव भूताकाशम् इति विचारे भूतप्रपरिग्रहो युक्तः आकाशशब्दस्य तस्मिन् रूढत्वात् नामरूप निर्वहणस्य च अवकाशदानद्वारेण तस्मिन् योजयितुं शक्यत्वात् स्रष्टुत्वादेश्च स्पष्टस्य ब्रह्मलिङ्गस्य आश्रवणादिति एवं प्राप्त इदम् उच्यते। परमेव ब्रह्म इह आकाशशब्दं भवितुम् अर्हति। कस्मात् अर्थान्तरत्वादि व्यपदेशात् ते यदन्तरा तद्ब्रह्म इति हि नामरूपाभ्याम् अर्थान्तरभूतम् आकाशं व्यपदिशति। तच्च ब्रह्मणः अन्यत् नामरूपाभ्यामर्थान्तरम् सम्भवति। सर्वस्य विकारजातस्य नामरूपाभ्याम् एव व्याकृतत्वात् नामरूपयोरपि निर्वहणं निरंकुशम् न ब्रह्मणः अन्यत्र संभवति। अनेन जीवेन आत्मनानुरूप आत्मनानुप्रविश्य नामरूपे व्याकरवाणी इत्यादि ब्रह्म कर्तृकत्व श्रवणात् ननु जीवस्यापि प्रत्यक्षम् नामरूप विषयम् निर्वोढत्वमस्ति निर्वोढत्वमस्ति बाढमस्ति अभेदस्तिह विपक्षितः नाम रूप निर्वहणाभिधानादेव च स्रष्टृत्वादि ब्रह्मलिंगम् अभिहितं भवति। तद्ब्रह्म तदमृतं स आत्मा इति च ब्रह्मवादस्य लिंगानि आकाशस्थलिंगात् इत्यस्यैवायं प्रपञ्चः. We are going to see now the 41st Sutra of the third path. And this is the section number 12. Adhikaran is 12th Adhikaran of the third path and 41st Sutra of the third path. 41st. And let us see the general analysis. After general analysis, we will see word analysis. After word analysis, we will see Purvapaksh. It is a one sutra Adhikaran. And what is the name of the Adhikaran? Please see in your book. Arthantaratva Vyapadeshadi Adhikaran. Long name is there. Arthantaratva Vyapadeshadi Adhikaran. Because of the sutra. In the sutra, see the second word is coming. Arthantarattvadi Vyapadeshat. And because of this, the name is also Arthantaratva Vyapadeshadi Arthantaratva Vyapadeshadikaran. So let us see what is the Vishayavakya. So Brahma, Vedyas Bhagavan is analyzing the Vishayavakya. Chandogya, see first line, 8.14.1. Underline that. Akasho vai nama nama rupayoho nirvahita comma te yadantara comma tad brahma comma tadamritam saatma. Thus, this is to be highlighted. So, this is the mantra of Chandogya Upanishad. You must be noticing one thing, that Chandogya Upanishad is occupying more place in Brahma Sutra than other Upanishads. It appears that Vyas Bhagavan was either very fond of Chandogya or in Chandogya only there are certain verses which needs more clarity. Both the, I think second reason is more. And the people who are expert in Brahma Sutra, they have made a summary. Which Upanishad mantra has been more? And you will be happy to know that maximum mantras which has been discussed is from Chandogya only. That also means that Chandogya Upanishad should be studied well. We had only seen 3 chapters, but first to 5th chapters also one should study. Anyway, what is the mantra here? Akasho vai nama nama rupayoho. Akasho vai nama means Akash is the name. Akash, understand? Akash. What is the etymological meaning of Akash? Like Prakash, A samantat from all sides. Kash means prakashate. So that which illumines from all sides is called Akash. Kashi word also has come like that. Kashi. Varanasi or Kashi, Uttar Kashi. Kashyate iti. That which illuminates is called Kashi. So Brahman is called Akash because Brahman shines everywhere. Therefore called Akash. And also space is called Akash because everywhere space is there. Sarvatra upastitatvat is the definition of Akash. A means samantat, from all sides. Kash means to illuminate, that illuminates from all sides. That is called Akash. Okay, fine. So Akasho vai nama. So Akasho vai nama means Akash is the name. What name is there now? Next word is Nam Rupayoho Nirvahita. So Nirvahita means creator, karta, doer, maker. So Akash is the introduction of Akash is it is the maker of names and forms. Okay, Shabari. This is one. This is introduction number 1. Akash is the creator of names and forms. Nirvahanam, kartrutvam, to make. It's called maker. Second word is te yadantara. Te means? Huh? Means? Huh? Nam Rupe tatte tani. Rupam is there, neuter gender. Therefore, tatte tani, because it is neuter. Te means Nam Rupa. And Yad Antara. So Yad means Brahman. And Antara means within. So all the names and forms are within space. Te Yadantara. I am explaining the mantra, and then you will see what is the problem, why this mantra was taken up. So Akasho vai nama. First introduction is Nama Rupayoho Nirvahita. Then Te means Nam Rupe. All the names and forms are in space. Within space, the Yadantara. This is the second introduction. Third is Tad Brahma. Tad means that the Nam Roop Adhishthan, the substratum of name and form, is Brahman. That is called Tad Brahma. Nam Rupadhishthanam, that Nam Roop, the Adhishthan of Nam Roop is Brahman. This is introduction number 3. Then fourth is Tadamritam. So here it means that Brahman is immortal. This is introduction number 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth introduction. And fifth introduction is Satma. That Brahman is Atma. That is the self of all. This is the, so here Sa is for Akash. That Akash is the Atma. Okay, very clear. What is the problem? The problem will be for the one who thinks. One who thinks they doesn't think they have no problem. So Upanishad is using the word Akasha. Understood the problem? What? Arey wow. Today she is in form. Lights are on. So slept well anyway. Eating almonds, I think that is it. Not eating almonds. So the problem was that this those Upanishad uses the word Akash. So whether we should take Akash as Brahman or as a well-known space, as the elemental space. This is the simple question. Now you can guess also. And what will be the answer? Ved Vyas Bhagwan, that Akash is Brahman only, which is called Abhautika Akash. Natu Bhautika, Bhautika Akash. So this will be answer given. How it will come, we will analyze that. Don't worry. We will see into it. So Natu Bhautika Akash. This Akash is Brahman. Which one? Which is mentioned here, not everywhere. Not everywhere. In the present context, the Akash word which is coming in is CU 8.14.1 is Brahman, and it is not Bhutakash. It is not elemental space. It is not inert space. Acha? Yes. How do you say like that? That we see now. That we'll see. Acha, you will see. Yes. How you will see? Let wait. Okay. So I'm just giving you one more point. You know, Akash is defined by 5 words here. Akasho vai nama. Nam means this is defined as. This called. Akash is called like that. Akash is called. So 5, which is the Nirvahita, which is the maker of name and form. Second is all the names and form are inside Akash. That means this Akash is a container and all the names and forms are the content. Third is this is Brahman. Fourth is it is immortal. And fifth is it is Atma. This Akash is Atma. Not Brahman is Atma. Akash is Atma. Okay. Understood. Why you are saying that this Akash is Brahman? Purupaksh saying that why don't you say that this Akash is elemental space? Why don't you say like that? The answer is given because, tell me one thing, as per the definition number 2, all the names and forms are inside space. Elemental space is having name and form or not? Elemental space is having form or not? How? See it. Which sense organ you see space? Mind you see that. Mind is not sense organ. Akash cannot be known by any sense organ. Eyes you see, form, ears you hear. You know, Akash is a very typical aspect. Therefore, Charvak does not believe there is Akash also. How is Akash known? Anybody remembers that? Akash is known by 2 reasons. One is called Shesh Nyaya. That Akash has the property of space. Akash is known because Vayu travels. Vayu cannot travel in Vayu. Akash is not known by any sense organ. By eyes you see form, not the space. Eyes you see form only. Akash is known by Anuman Praman. Typical things. Akash is known by inference. Anuman of what? That because there is air, therefore there must be space. No, but eyes I see. Eyes you see the form. You don't see the space by eyes. Eyes you are seeing forms. But I see emptiness. So you are seeing the empty light you are seeing. You are not seeing space. So the Akash is known by Anuman Pramar that if Vayu is traveling, so one which is traveling should be something which is not moving. If the air is moving, so there should be something which is not moving. So Akash is known by this Anuman Pramar. No. And why it has form? Why Akash has form? Because Akash ends where Drishta is there. Akash, generally we call it Nirakar. That is okay. That is a relative truth. But absolutely you say, see, if you see the space in the dream and you say space in the waking, both the spaces are same or different? Huh? Space in the dream and the space in the waking, both are same or different? Huh? Why? हाँ? सेम. अच्छा, ये देखो नई बात आ गई अब तो. If space was same as this space, so if this space has humidity, that space has also humidity. Huh? This space, hollow height, why it is different? Dream space. No, it's not question. Question is that dream space and waking space is same or different? Why it is different? Huh? So this also you come out of this. Then that is fine. That is fine, but more, or can you give more accurate answer? You are close to that. The dream space is made out of apanchikrit panchmahabhut, and waking space is named after panchikrit panchmahabhut. Well, yes, it was there in my mind. I couldn't just, it was there, Sainya. So where the waking state ends, then only the dream space came. Where the waking space ends, then only the dream space. And space is a drishya. I'm giving you a lot of logic. Space is drishya. Drishya means seen. Seen and seen are different. And therefore, unless space ends, you cannot see that. Right? Therefore, space is having a shape. Which space? Bhutakash, elemental space. Elemental space is having a shape. Because it ends. It has a boundary. It has a boundary. Sure? Yes. Space is a very interesting and a very subtler topic in Vedanta. I have told about it in our Vedanta class. Many times space has come in the Upanishads. I'm not going into those details. But because there are two existing, excluding each other, that means the Swapnakash, dream space, excludes the waking space, and waking space excludes the dream space. If two things are excluding each other, that means both are finite. There's a boundary line between them. Like this is a watch and this is a copy. So watch excludes the copy and copy excludes the watch. Where copy is there, watch is not there. Where watch is there, copy is not there. And therefore this space also has a name and form. Okay. Oh, yes. And also you have heard in one Upanishad that space has come from Atma. Which Upanishad? Taittiriya. Tasmadva etasmad atmana akasha sambhuta. So if something has come, that means it had limitation. And therefore, this space, Bhutakash, has name and form. On the other side, as per the mantra, the space which mantra is talking of is the creator of name and form. See, Namaruboyoho Nirvahita. बताओ अब क्या करा जाए भाई? If this is the Nirvahita, that means this space which is talked in the Upanishad should not be the elemental space. Because elemental space itself is having a name and form. If elemental space itself is having the name and form, how can all the name and form be in that only? And therefore what? Container should be different than the content. When you are saying that the container is that name and is the space, then this should be different than that. And therefore this is Chidakash. Which one? This space is Chidakash, which is mentioned in the Upanishad, is Chidakash, not Bhutakash. There are 3 Akash we have heard. One is called Bhutakash, other is called Chittakash, and third is called Chidakash. So Bhutakash you know. What is Chittakash? What is Chittakash? Consciousness, Chittakash I am saying. Where the thoughts come and go, that is called Chittakash. Now tell me where thoughts come and go. Well, don't ask today, you are asking too many questions. I can't rest also properly. Where Chittakash comes and go? One, talk was going on, somebody's mobile rang. Now the speaker is stopped. So that listener said, you continue, you're not disturbing me. You continue. देखो ध्यान देना, these things have been said, but Vedanta is a very subtle topic. Try to revise it. There is something, you don't say, in my mind thought had come. Thought had come in my mind. Tell me, that is called aham vritti, other is called idam vritti. Vrittayastvaham vrittimashrita vrittayo mano vidyaham mana. So, these vrittis, these thoughts, they are called idam vrittya. But idam vrittis come in the aham vritti. What you call mind is actually aham vritti. There is a possessor of thought. There is something called idam vritti and aham vrittaya. Right? You say, in my mind thought had come. Always you never say thought has come. Most of the time your experience is my mind thought has come. Thought came in my mind. As if mind is a container and thought is a content. And therefore Patanjali Yoga Sutra, Chitta Vritti Nirodha Yoga, the cessation of the thoughts of the mind, that is called yoga. But what is this mind? What is a mind? Mind is aham vritti. Mind is aham vritti. Okay. Don't ask what is aham vritti. Aham vritti is I am. Who is the holder of idam vritti? Like I see this watch. So inside there is a thought called watch. But thought of watch is held by aham vritti. I thought and this thought. So this I thought in Updeshar is called mind. I thought is called mind. Okay. Very nice. That I thought is called Chittakash. Because why is space mentioned? Space means which gives space to something else. Like Bhutakash, elemental space, gives the space to flower, to what is it called, cow, or to human being. Similarly, that Chittakash gives the space to thoughts, various kinds of thoughts. When you get up, when you say I got up, that means this Ahamvritti got up. This I thought got up, which was sleeping. This I thought got up. And in that I thought now, all kinds of thoughts will keep on coming and going. And this I thought alone takes various kinds of new shapes. So there is a basic I thought and there is a superimposed I thought. So there is one basic I thought came, that I am this body. And on this, I am sad, I am happy, I am angry, I am lazy. So these various kinds of I thoughts come and go. But interesting thing is that in the mouth of the I thought is this thought. Because I cannot exist without this thought. If you say I am happy, so this would be an object of the I thought. I am happy because it is sunny day. My clothes are well wet. Not today it will all dry up. Or I am sad because I have headache today. I don't know how long this headache will continue. Or I am angry because my shoes are stolen. Or so these are various kind of, so 3 levels, you see 3 levels. One is a plain I thought. Plain I thought, huh? I thought, not consciousness. Is a word of caution. This, when I say I thought, they are constantly moving like this. Because you won't know the movement of this I thought. Please go and revise Updesh Sar. Once upon a time there was some text called Updesh Sar. I don't know whether a book is there, I don't know what is it. And there it is written here. Sometimes I feel we should have another Vedanta course. But there are no students who will study. Who will study? Hardly anybody is there. To get a student is very difficult. Who wants to become brahmachari? They are all busy in their career. They are making their money. It's difficult to become brahmachari. Even for 2 years to give their life is difficult. And that to here. In India itself it is difficult. Of Malayalam, they had a course in Kerala. Kerala is quite a strong populated area. Total number of brahmachari who joined were 11. 10. And 3 took Diksha. Difficult. And here 8 took Diksha. Being a South Africa, 8 took Diksha. Imagine that. It's a matter of pride for South Africa and grace of God. Let's see how long out of 3 continue. That is also a problem. And then they say we will serve in white. That means options are open. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So, Updesh Sar, come back to it. Topic was, this one is plain I. On that I is particular I. On that particular I is particular this. This 3-tier arrangement is there. This pyramid is there. But the masala of pyramid is only thought. So this I on which thoughts come and go, that is called mind. Never use the word, in my mind thought was coming today. That means as if mind is a container for whole day. And you say in my mind whole day lot of thoughts were coming. As if you don't say my mind was going here. You mostly use the word my thoughts were going. Thoughts were running in my mind. So as if mind is a big container for next 12 hours till I am awake. And then in this mind, lot of thoughts are coming and going. This is called Chittakash. Tomorrow I won't explain. I'm repeating. Tell me where I had explained this point. Find out which Upanishad or where I had explained this. Show me the mantra where I was explaining this. Just do some research. Hold, what will you do? Do something. This is called Chittakash. Mental space. I'm just trying to give a rough translation. One is elemental space. Okay, fine. Now third space is very less realized. What is the third space? This space, this mind, where it goes in deep sleep and where it comes from, that I, which is the source of this mental space, is called Chidakash, consciousness. That does not change. Bhutakash, Chittakash, and Chidakash. Chidakash does not change, doesn't modify. Why it is called Akash? Because in which everything else is seen. Okay. Supposing I give you the word flower, lotus flower. Now where this word, if you close your eyes and I say please think of lotus. So you thought about lotus. Where you are thinking, that is called Chidakash. Okay. Right? Where you thought, that is called Chidakash. Which did not go. Please note, mind comes and goes. Mind comes in the waking state, then goes back in the deep sleep state. When you are sleeping, mind goes back. You say, my mind is tired. You use such words. My mind is dull today. My mind is bright today. But this mind is coming and going in the consciousness only. If you say, my mind went away, where it went away? Mind got dissolved where? Well, in the consciousness only. So that Chetan or that consciousness is called Chidakash. It is called Chidakash. Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful. No problem, I hope. No problem. Very good. So don't forget this 3-tier arrangement. And please note one point. I am repeating it. These things are not very, very clear so easily. The fundamental ahamvritti. One is a particular ahamvritti. But this basic foundation ahamvritti, that also is going, coming, going, coming, going, coming, going, coming, going, coming. But I don't know. I feel there is only one I whole day. Because, tell me why. Because same thought comes, same thought goes, same thought comes. Ahamasmi. I am this, I am this, I am this, I am this. Same thought comes and goes. Therefore, you don't notice the change. If same hand I put like this, you'll feel only one is there, one blade is there. Like the fan is there. So if you move the fan, although there are 3 blades, but if the speed is fast, you will feel only one blade is there. Similarly, one aham. So there is a illusion of continuity of the aham vritti. And on that aham vritti, there is a no particular aham. I am tired. I am happy. So this is aham. Then there is another bulge is there. particular aham vritti. Then another bal is there, idam vritti is there. Now this one is same, but this second and third are changing. I'd explained all these things. I'm not saying something very new, although you are hearing as it is new, but I have explained it. Huh? Which? Many times it has come. I'm missing Upanishads. So let us see. I'm repeating it. Please do not forget it. Please do not forget. So, one vritti, fundamental. General aham vritti, aham asmi, aham asmi, aham asmi. On that particular aham vritti. And on that particular idam vritti. So if idam vritti is there, aham vritti has to be there. Okay? You are aware of the idam vritti mostly. Firstly, we are not aware of thought only. We are such gross people. When I say, what is this flower? Actually, it is a thought of the flower coming in my mind. And if you go a little more deeper, then there is one knower of the thought of flower. I'm very sad. People say, I'm very sad. He made me very angry. Who? That person. Now we are aware of that person. And what is meditation? Meditation is you close your eyes. And instead of thinking I am sad because of that person, you think I am sad because of the thought of that person. Then you go a little more deeper meditation. Then you say, no, I am sad. Who is this? I am the seer of this sad. I. Generally, in meditation, what people do, they see the object. They don't see it as a thought. They become aham vritti and they see idam vritti. Well, in meditation, I got very angry. He was still there in my meditation. You are not supposed to meditate as aham vritti. Well, I will get tired in meditation because you are meditating as I thought and not the seer of I thought. Okay. Just. So one is Bhutakash, other is Chittakash, and third is Chidakash. Wonderful. So what is said here? What is the first reason? I am giving again the 5 reasons. First reason is, please note, we are refuting that he said that here Akash is the Bhutakash, the Purpaksh. So I said no. Why? Because Nam Rupabhyam Arthantaram Uchyate. So here, Pidasida Sutra, Akashaha Arthantarattvadi. Arthantar means what? Different. Different. Other than different. Other than name and form. This Akash, which Akash? Chidakash, will be different. Why? Why it is different? Because it is container. Ved Vyas Bhagwan is saying, because it is container. Nam Rupa Bhyam. Which vibhakti? 5th. So from the name and form, this is different. This is the reason number 1. And then he says, oh, Ved Vyasji, Arthantarattvadi. Adi means etc. What is etc. now? Now comes reason number 2. And reason number 2, you have to bring out all from the mantra only. But why didn't he give? He had overconfidence and therefore he didn't give the detail. He should not he doesn't know that I don't understand. No. He is already presuming that you are a student and you must be knowing that. Okay. Akasho vai nama rupayoho nirvahita. So Akash is the creator of name and form. If Akash is the creator of name and form, should it be Bhutakash or Chidakash? Chidakash. Because Bhutakash is also name and form. So second reason is Nam Roop Kartrutvam. This is the reason number 2. And what is reason number 3? Reason number 3, Upanishad says, Tad Brahma. That Akash, which is the creator of all name and form, is Brahman. This is the reason number 3. And what is the reason number 4? Tad Amritam. That Akash is immortal. A Bhutakash cannot be immortal because this has come and gone. Tasmad vai tasmad atmana akasha sambhuta, you heard in Taittiriya Upanishad, not Taittiriya, Taittiriya Upanishad, second Valli. So Bhutakash is Martyam and Chidakash is Amritam. This is reason number 4. Don't forget, I am going to ask. And what is the 5th reason? 5th reason is Atmatvam. This thing bollen, Atmatvam. This 5th reason is this Chidakash is of the nature of self. How can Bhutakash be? Therefore, Akash cannot be Bhutakash because that Akash is inert. Inert Akash cannot be of the nature of the self. The Bhutakash can never be Atma. It is inert. Inert thing cannot be self. Why? Because consciousness nature cannot be of the Bhutakash. Okay, can you revise it once more, please? Revise what? To say that Bhutakash, and here it is not a Bhutakash, this Chidakash. Of course, we'll revise it. Why are you worrying? First was Arthantaratvat, Arthantaratvam. It is different than name and form. Who? This Akash, which is mentioned in 8.14.1. Acha, it is different than name and form. And because elemental space has also name and form, therefore this will be other than elemental space. Wonderful, fine. Second reason is, Nirvahita. It is the creator of name and form. If it is creator of name and form, then Bhutakash cannot be the one which we are talking about, because that itself is a name and form. Third reason is Tad Brahma. That means this Akash is Brahma. Brahma means Brahatvat. That is infinite. And this space is finite. Why? Because it is absent in deep sleep. It is absent in dream. So what is infinite should not be absent. Okay. And therefore, that Akash is Brahman. This is reason number 3. Reason number 4 is Amritam. It is immortal. Whereas the elemental space is mortal. It has come. And reason number 5 is Atma. This space mentioned is 8.14.1 is of the nature of consciousness. Whereas this is of the nature of inert. Which this elemental space. Fine. And therefore, how can this Bhutakash be Chidakash? I gave you 5 reasons. So therefore, Bhutakash can never be Chidakash. And therefore, conclusion is that this Akash word used in 8.14.1 cannot be inert elemental space. It is consciousness. It is the Chidakash alone. Wow, very good. अब तो बात बन गई, अच्छी बात हो गई. Please don't forget this. Don't forget this. Otherwise, you will have to go through test. Not with the book. Book test is very comfortable. Because at least we can write something here and there. Fire here and there. कुछ तो लिख ही डालेंगे. Although that also to search a lot. And that's also not that easy. You search then you wonder why I didn't write this problem. When you are writing the test, you are struggling with your own handwriting. What is this? What is this I have written? Then you should have somebody else what I wrote. Yes. So 5 reasons. First is Arthantaratvam. Second reason is Nirbaham, creatorship. First is it is different than name and form. Second is it is creatorship. Third reason is Brahmatvam, it is Brahman. Fourth reason is Amritatvam, it is immortal. And fifth reason is Chetanatvam, it is of the nature of Atma. Because of these 5 reasons, the Bhutakash, this mentioned in 8.14.1 cannot be Bhutakash, it will be Chidakash only. Very good. This is the general analysis of this mantra, of this sutra, 1.3.12.41. Right. 1 point. And in total is 104th. 104. Okay. Now let me come to the word meaning. How shall I show the word meaning? So, Akasha. See, the 3 words are there. Akasha, Arthantara, Arthantarattvadi Vyapadeshat. So, Akasha, Arthantarattvadi. So, there are 2 words here. First is Akasha and second word is Arthantarattvadi Vyapadesha. So, both are 2 different words. So, now you supply one word called Brahma. So, what will you, the new word will be Akasha Brahma. And the Hetu has been given here, Arthantarattvadi Vyapadeshat. Acha. Now again you supply another word. What? Nam Rupabhyam. So Akash is Brahman because of Shruti's declaration of its distinction from name and form. Arthantaratva adi Vyapadeshat. Vyapadeshat means Shruti's declaration. Then Arthantar means different than. Because of different than. Okay. So Arthantarattvadi. Arthantarattvadi is a compound word. So there are 3 words in this. What is the 3 words? Arthantaratvam, Adi and Vyapadesh. Vyapadesh means Shruti's declaration. What is Shruti's declaration? Te yadantara, name and form are inside whom. So content and container will always be different. And therefore, this is different. So different from what? Name and form. This Akash is different from name and form. Although the container is not explicitly mentioned, but it is implicit that the container will be different than the content. Vyapadeshat. Arthantar means difference. Arthantar means anya artha. Other meaning. Arthantaram tasya bhava artha arthantaratvam. Distinction from name and form is called arthantar. And adi means etc. Etc. means 4 reasons. Nirbahanam, Brahmatvam, Amritatvam, Atmatvam. Okay. So what do you want to say now? I want to say that this Akash mentioned in Chandogya Upanishad 8.14.1 is Brahman. Why? Because of the Shruti's declaration of that being different from the name and form and other reasons also. I hope this is complete. No, not complete. And it is over. Purpaksh has not. He said, what you said, I am keeping quiet, doesn't mean I agree. Why? I will tell. I don't agree totally with what you say. It's 1 hour I spend, but you can spend any number of hours. But unless you convince me, I'm not going to keep quiet. Okay, now you ask now. This was a very healthy level of, this is called, the fight was not a physical fight in India. It used to be intellectual analysis with all honesty. And they had said, if I am wrong, I'll not be shy of saying I'm wrong. I'm not be shy to say that I'm wrong. This is what Mandan Mush and Shankaracharya had that discussion. I mean, if I'll not be insisting unnecessarily. That is called vitanda and jalp. That you are wrong is still you are unnecessarily not giving up. That is ordinary person. They are high, great people. He said, what you said, Akash, I am not very convinced, sir. Why? We'll see it tomorrow. Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadakshate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.